Hey y'all, Jeff here with Jeff's Garage Unfiltered. And welcome back to another video. And I'm again underneath my Mercedes 560 SEL. And there's been, believe it or not, some progress. And one of the things that I'm going to kind of take the camera off and show you what has actually been done. Now, a couple videos ago, I talked about, or I actually used the that tool from Harbor Freight and bled the brakes. Well, had a mishap, but it's not catastrophic, and I'll show you here in a minute. But the tool did actually work. I've taken the car out for a test drive. The brakes do perform better. There is some maintenance that I need to do moving forward, but it's not critical right now. But I did have the opportunity of Yui, Jose, as like we used to call him on the channel, where he's come out and we did some welding on the car. So without further ado, let me grab the camera and I'll kind of walk you through a little bit of what's happened. First of all, I had mentioned about the adjustment to the suspension, which is, hopefully I can get the camera right, which is right there. I took it off completely so that I could get the ride height up, and it does actually drive better. There is less clanking, and I think some of the clanking when Yui was up here was actually right there where the exhaust was clanking, right up in there. And so that helps. Brakes were bled. There's the bleeder valve. And here's the other one on the rear. Now, what had happened as I move forward here, I went to loosen this one, and look what happened. It actually broke off right there. So it never got loose. So it's not spewing brake fluid, so to speak. So I didn't even bother with, right now, not even mess with the front ones. So the back brakes are bled. The front are not, but we've got, it seems to perform well. Now, there's some other maintenance things that I need to tackle. As you can see underneath here, I've got some rust. I need to paint the pan gasket. I've got a little leak going on right up in there. Don't know where it's from. Just maintenance. But other than that, underneath side of the car looks pretty good. We did get a little clunking noise coming from the front. So I'm going to guess it's going to be control arm bushings or something of that nature. But it's maintenance, and these things with a 130,000 mile car actually need to be done. Now, while Yui was here the other day, yesterday, we did, I don't know if you remember seeing in other videos how my exhaust had exhaust clamps on it, and I had mentioned that I pulled in and now I've got an exhaust noise. Well, guess what? Fixed it. Took all the exhaust clamps off, and he's welded it on. Now I could see a couple little spaces there, but it looks pretty good. It's hard to reach up in there, but we don't have exhaust noise now. Got this one taken care of. Back here on the back, the coupler, what had happened is this coupler right here had the muffler part had pulled out, and there was my exhaust noise. So This looks a lot better than having all those muffler clamps. It doesn't look as what I want to call redneck. So, lots of progress on the car. And still going to have some more things to actually do on the car, but you know, it all takes time. Now, couple of things. Back, several months. It's been several months. I did a video of, I think, cars that I've owned that I'd like to have back. This is kind of a teaser. When I get all my, I've got to get some finances together, but I found a car very, very similar to a car, my second car, a 1973 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. And it just happens to be 20 miles, 25 miles from here. It was a barn find. So there's going to be videos coming up, probably a couple weeks of us going to retrieve the car. Once I get, I got to get some finances together and change things around a little bit. So that's my teaser, and I've got a couple pictures of it right here. And so, yeah, that's going to be a project. Again, a barn find, and it actually starts. However, I wish he wouldn't have started it because it does have some bad fuel. It's got a full tank of, it's odorific, but not as bad as what I've tackled before. So, but it is a 1973 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme with the Rocket 350 and the Quadrajet carburetor. So more to come on that. That's going to be a project for the channel, and we'll walk that through it. So through the cleanup process and everything. So how much of that I'm going to do with that and what I'm going to do with the car over time, I don't know. But we'll just see what it's going to be. So with that said, so as a lot of you know, YouTube is changing their format again. They're changing their parameters. In February of 2027, in order to become monetized, it's going to be 8,000 hours. Okay, folks, I've gotten up to as high as about 3,200 hours. I have yet to get monetized. And I've talked about this before, where, back in the beginning of YouTube, people had marketing people that you could pay to get your channel out there. And, this is, kind of back when Hoovie started and some of those car guys. I don't know what's going to happen to Jeff's garage. Because, I can't break loose. I'm not getting found. I don't get placements. YouTube has changed the launch page. It used to be you had 5 across, and then now it's 3 across, and you have 3 long videos, and then shorts, and then 3 long videos. They're making it more difficult for for small channels to, have a breakout moment, so to speak. So, and it's a lot of work. And right now for me, this is kind of a part-time thing. Just hope, I was hoping to get someplace to where I would make, get to that monetized spot so that I could do it full time and then retire from my regular job. Well, that's not actually happening, or not really gonna. It's not. It's. I've been doing this now. What, 5? Started with the Idiot Car Guys. It's been over 5 years doing YouTube, and I'm just not getting there. I mean, I don't get the endorsement from, you know, from really anybody. I mean, I tried to, do some of the marketing stuff. Well, then I got slapped in the face, and so everything I'm doing right now, folks, is organic. I mean, it is what it is. I don't edit like some of the other folks. I mean, you pretty much get what you get. So, don't know where I'm going to go with this. I'm not a top-notch mechanic. Never claimed to be. I'm a normal, everyday working man that likes to tinker with cars, and a lot of it's been just Mercedes-Benz. So, don't know where I'm going to go, but what I will tell you is I will keep going for a while, especially once I get this Cutlass, and then we'll see after the first of the year, after the 1st of February of 2027, where I'm at, if I'm propelling a little bit. Now, one of the things that I found out, or I've learned on the from some of the reports, is that YouTube, and I really hated, when they started allowing these AI generated guys, and they went monetized immediately. They are pulling back. It's going to be more face, humanized videos. They're looking for those guys. So I've been doing that. I've had the human touch. There's no AI to my my channel. Some of those, in the wintertime where I'm doing car comparisons and things like that, I'm researching them, and I'm copying the pictures and putting them on. So I don't know where to go with this at this point. But keep watching. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer or a negative Nelly, but it's tough. It is tough out there doing YouTube, and quite frankly, I don't have the money to keep buying cars and and doing content with each car. There was a time period where I was, but right now with our economic situation, I can't just go buy cars and then hope to maybe make some money on them if I decide to flip them or whatever. This one I've kept for the longest time. I sold my 300 SD, which was my first project car. And do I miss that car? Yeah, because I could get in and drive it, and it just did everything it needed to do. Even in the wintertime. This car here, I'm going to drive it more. Do I want to, should I sell it? Yeah, I probably could. And I get some good money out of it. I get more than what I paid for. But that's not the point. I like the car. It drives good. It rides great. Still rides great. I just don't have a place to store everything either. So more to come, but help me get to 8,000 watch hours. Oh crap. I'm at what, 13, 14, 1,500. It'll be a long time before I get 8,000 watch hours, unless I have some sort of comical, catastrophic video or whatever. So more to come. I appreciate everybody that does watch, and I thank you for that. And I hope sometimes I don't bore you to death, with some of what I've got going on. But I'm not a mechanic. I am not a trained, certified mechanic, and so some of these things I learn on my own. Thanks for watching. have a great day. Be safe out there, and hope to catch you on the next one. And you see my backdrop? See what I got to deal with?